following today. A man drowned this weekend trying to save his son from a rip current.
Yeah, it happened Saturday evening near Mickler's Landing in St. Johns County. And now the community is working to make sure that this family is taken care of.
Zach Wilcox is on your side this evening at Mickler's Landing. And Zach, I know you spoke with witnesses after this terrible tragedy yesterday. What have you learned about the son's condition?
Yeah, Anthony, I was just actually talking to the group that's kind of handling the family's affairs right now as they try and work through this obviously horrific time in their lives. And they told me that they do have good news on the son's condition. They said that he is recovering, he is awake, and he is responding to treatment, and they're optimistic that he will be able to travel with the family back to India for the funeral. But obviously just a horrible time for everyone here. I was actually talking with, the group told me that he had actually just moved here. Rajesh had just moved here a few months ago to pursue a career in IT, to pursue the American dream. Just got his family here 5 weeks ago, and now this tragedy happened. So I talked with one man who was here, just happened to be at the beach, and tried to do his best to save the father and son.
Heard a little, maybe a teenager, I believe, just scream for help, and so we looked back and saw this giant rip current.
As a healthcare worker, Brendan Townsend's CPR training kicked in when he heard those cries for help during his day at the beach. He immediately did what he could to try and save a man and a boy who were pulled out of the water.
So I was scared that the boy wasn't going to make it, but I was able to get it going properly.
Both were taken to the hospital in critical condition. Rajesh Potti did not survive. The Telugu Association of the Jacksonville area, which assists Indian newcomers, started a GoFundMe account to help cover the cost of returning his body back home and for the funeral.
They came with a lot of dreams and a lot of sacrifices to come into this country and establish a new life. And it's a sad story, and I think support is pouring in based on the situation here.
Though this was the only weekend fatality, hazardous conditions are seen throughout the First Coast. St. Johns County Fire Rescue rescued 36 swimmers over the weekend. Up the coast in Jacksonville Beach, Ocean Rescue had 13 rescues over the weekend. Captain Rob Emmaheiser says they will be fully staffed for the 4th of July.
We have a tower every block in the central area, and even in areas where we almost never have lifeguards in the far south, we're going to have 3 towers that are more than a mile away from here, covering those outlying areas.
Emmaheiser says those lifeguards are blowing their whistles anytime they see swimmers nearing a rip current or a dangerous swimming area.
This 4th of July, we will have as many lifeguards as we can possibly get. So there will be a very close distance, but that said, if you're not an expert ocean swimmer, then you should be right in front of that lifeguard.
That GoFundMe for Rajesh's family has already raised more than $100,000. And the folks at Taja told me that at this point, the family is saying they probably will head back to India for the funeral and stay in India, considering they had just arrived here 5 weeks ago, and he was, the reason that they came to this country. So Taja told me that they do intend to incorporate some community partners and get some more information available for people who are moving here from India about the conditions at the beach and what to be at the lookout for. In Mickler's Landing, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.